Hello, I'm Manawiltus, and today I'm going to be playing some Runescape. So for now, we'll see how that goes. Alright. So here we go. Let me just balance the audio a bit. I don't want it to be so loud that it overshadows my voice, but I also don't want it to be entirely silent. So here we go. Alright. Oh snap, I just forgot. Arrow keys are used for changing perspective, so I need to switch my mouse over to the left side if I want to play the way I normally do. There we go. Alright. Here we go. Okay, so there's a guy. He's practicing on some pigeons. So what am I doing today? Well, the answer is quite simple. I'm killing creatures. What for, you may ask? Well, not the money. I don't know how I got that money, but I'm killing them because I want... Okay, you ready for this? Are you ready? Oh, snap. He's dead. And he dropped some bones. And what am I killing him for? XP, that's right. I'm leveling my combat. And what am I leveling it to? I think level 15. Combat level 15. I am exclusively leveling only defense, prayer, and hit points. There you go. And look at that. Guy doing some magic using that cheaty magic. Well, it's not cheaty. Okay, it's the community hasn't gone down on it. The community isn't angry at it. It's an exploit, though. I'm gonna be honest. It's definitely an exploit. And Jagex, please fix this. Come on, Jagex. Come on, Jagex. Oh, snap. I leveled up. And he escaped! How dare he! That's some XP I'm not getting back. There you go. There you go. Want my XP gain to be balanced. There we go. Oh, snap. There we go. Oh, yeah. Wait, did I bury it? Yeah, I did. There we go. Just a little bit delayed. And I'm level 26 now. But my combat level is still 13. Okay, yeah. So it's going to take a few levels for me to get there. To the final goal. But once I get there, it's going to be amazing. I'm going to be able to go to Draenor without having those wicked wizards mess me up when I'm trying to gain my levels fishing there, okay? Thanks, Jagex. But then again, stop those bots. Bots are pretty terrible. If I had the opportunity to kill a bot, I'd do it. Kill the bots, nuke them. What are they gonna do? They don't have rights. Bots don't have rights, okay? Bots aren't people. Crabs are people, clams are people, not bots. Bots aren't people. Legit or quit. Come on. Here we go. Look at that. Just those kicks. Fastest weapon in the game. Best teeth in the game as well. Not gonna lie. Man, the other day my teeth just ripped right through a cherry pit. Got myself some cyanide poisoning, but I was fine because it's just one cherry pit, so it didn't kill me or anything. It still kind of felt off the rest of the day though. Not gonna lie. Don't eat cyanide. It's really bad for you. It can kill you if you get too much of it. And even if you don't get a lethal amount, you can still be you can still have long-term problems if you ingest a significant amount. So don't do cyanide, kids. I don't know why you would. Well, maybe suicide. I guess that's one reason why someone would, but don't kill yourself. Not please, no. Just no. Okay, there we go. So that's my PSA for the day. PSA, PDA, PDF format. That's right, Adobe PDF. What are you gonna do about it? When I come to town with my Adobe PDFs in my Dropbox, okay, And Microsoft, no, not Microsoft Word. I use Kingsoft Word. That's right. Don't want to pay Bill Gates that money. Bill Gates, yeah, that's right. Bill Gates. What are you gonna do? You're gonna get angry at me? What? You're gonna challenge me to fight IRL? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can probably take Bill Gates in a fight. Not gonna lie. I'm not meaning that to flex, because it's not really a flex, since Bill Gates is an old man, let's face it. I can't really say that it's a major flex of any kind, because you know what's he gonna do? Now, I've seen some pretty skilled old men in fights, but then again, the people I train with are state champions, national champions, world champions, so it's not as if I'm unskilled, okay? If I can hold my own against national champions. So there you go. That's cat's out of the bag. Okay, I did flex. Snap. I flexed my fighting skills. Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. Now people are gonna look at me and say, "Oh, you were making a big deal about not flexing, then you flexed right afterwards. What a hypocrite!" And you know what? That's right. That was a very hypocritical thing to do, and I do apologize. And snap. The one thing about trying to be humble is that you end up doing a humble brag. In other words, being humble is pretty hard, because oftentimes people will interpret humility as trying to brag, because humility is a virtue, and any virtue really can be considered a brag by certain people. So what my policy is, if someone's obviously trying to be humble, let's not take that away from them. Just let him, give it to him. Doesn't matter if it's a brag. It's let's just take it at face value, folks. It's like when someone says something that is taken heavily out of context, and for example, so when someone says, "You're out of your cotton picking mind," well, what does that mean? Well, it means that you're kind of not thinking. That's what it means. However, what someone will construe it as is say, "Well, you know what that actually means. You're actually being racist." And let's be honest, okay? There's a lot of people that pick cotton, and they're not all of the same race. Let's be honest. The people of all races throughout history have picked cotton. It's not as if it's something limited to one race, okay? Let's not sugarcoat it. Let's not glaze history with some stereotyping. Okay? There we go. There you go. That's it. Especially in today's context, where people don't really have any race-related slavery in many countries. Let's be honest. There are some countries where that does exist, and the countries wherein it does exist, they probably don't grow cotton there. Just thinking geographically right now. At least it's not what they're famous for growing. So there you go. So it's certainly, any racial implications are certainly outdated. Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh there. Maybe, of course, this video is not going to get monetized. Number one, because I don't have as many subscribers as I would need to monetize it. Number two, I just mentioned race, and you can't do that. Nope, that's taboo. And let me just make it clear, I don't have anything against any specific race, okay? Nor do I intend that people of races, regardless of which race it is, should be demeaned for something, or should have their struggles if they are indeed suffering struggles, which many aren't. Let's be honest. There's a lot of snowflakes out there nowadays. But those who are facing struggles, I don't want to undermine the struggles they're facing, okay? So let me just put that out on the table so everybody knows what my intentions are. It's not to mock anyone for facing a struggle, but it's actually to differentiate between those who are facing struggles, those who aren't, those who are nitpicking, and those who are walking around with chips on their shoulders. But in the meantime, seagulls, am I right? Look at a seagull. What's a seagull do? It doesn't try to fly away or anything, it just fights back. That's the world of Gielinor, that's Runescape. They just fight back. They fight back, they get heavily wounded, and they let themselves be slaughtered. That's an allegory if I ever saw one. I'm joking. And that's my next subject, allegories, okay? Literary critics need to stop finding allegories in every story, okay? There's some stories that just aren't meant to be taken allegorically. And you may say, oh, well, death of the author. Well, maybe death of context, okay? So might as well take everything out of context because, well, it's a separate, the author and his work are separate, therefore context doesn't matter. Come on, guys. Let's be intellectually honest. You wouldn't want people taking everything you say out of context. I could take anything anyone says and say that's racist somehow. And I'm pretty sure it wouldn't even be too hard to do. So, did you go to KFC last week? That's racist. Okay. Did you wash behind your ears? That's racist. That's immensely racist. Kid goes to school. Did you do your homework? Couldn't be any more racist. Okay, there you go. See, it's easy to say, and I could justify all of that. I can. And you know what? It'd be a pretty dumb justification, but it doesn't mean that I can't justify it. Just because the justification is wrong doesn't mean that there isn't a justification. And the same holds true for people that make all sorts of different claims about being discriminated against verbally by someone. Because oftentimes there isn't a discrimination. And not necessarily verbally. For example, coolest monkey in the jungle, okay? It's supposed to be something that is actually a compliment to the person wearing it and isn't actually meant to imply that anyone is necessarily a monkey, okay? It's only in comparison to other people who are metaphorically represented as monkeys. In other words, we are monkeys, and out of these monkeys, I am the coolest. And it's not even meant to be an overtly braggart fashion. It's just a shirt that someone wears. And people then get entirely offended because they made the black kid wear it, okay? And so what, okay? Are you trying to imply something about black people and monkeys? Is that what you're trying to say? And I'm pretty sure the people that are outraged would say, well, no, that's actually what we think that they are trying to say. And when they're obviously not trying to say it, we're still going to get offended. And then this offense then spills over to thuggery of some people who then begin trashing stores because they're mad about someone taking offense against something that was never intended to be an implication. And there you go again. Time after time after time, it keeps happening. And that's the problem when people are trying too hard to be politically correct. And they're not even trying it for themselves. They're now enforcing it onto other people. They're forcing other people to talk the way they talk, to have the same culture they have, simply because they believe that they're on some sort of moral high ground, which, let's be honest, if you're a litigious person, that's not really a moral high ground to be taking. Oh snap, someone doing Dragon Slayer. Oh, look at that meme sword. Rune Simi. Oh, look at that total Dragon Slayer meme. Wow, what a gear. I'm joking, I'm not mocking. I'm just memeing it up. Meming it. And look at that iron armor. Disgusting. I'm joking. It's not disgusting. Iron armor is okay. But let's be honest. Iron or mithril, stats-wise, it's not even an argument. Come on. Mithril is obviously the superior armor. There's no denying it. There's no 2 buts about it. No 3 buts about it. No 4 buts about it. No 5 buts about it. 0 buts about it. Mithril is the obviously superior armor. Now the question is, what level is this guy? 34. The question is, how is he getting the money to buy all those runes? That's the question I'm having right now. I'd like a piece of the action. Unless it's illegal action, in which case I wouldn't like a piece of it. I'd like to do a little report. Oh snap, wrong peer. I guess he memed himself. And he's going back up. What's he going for? Is he going to Karamja? I should have written wrong peer in the chat, but you know, what am I gonna do? Gonna fire him? Am I gonna tell him that he's not got what it takes? Well, maybe he does have what it takes. So what am I gonna say? I'm gonna say, good job, Dragon Slayer. Good job. Guess what? That's a quest I haven't done on this character anyway. It'd be cool if this were a multi-combat zone. They should turn all seagull zones into multi-combat zones. Why? So that I can just kill other people's seagulls while they're trying to AFK. Just to troll them. It'd also be a great way to anti-bot as well. Just, if you're gonna cast those spells, you better be casting them the correct way, mate. Hope you have a license for that spell cast, mate. But man, holy cannoli, I love Sea Shanty 2. It's probably one of my favorite themes, musical scores from RuneScape. Not the newer one. The revamped one has a different emphasis in the instruments, and I think that really detracts from the aesthetic value of the song. I mean, it's not a bad remake, but it's not the direction I would have gone. So how close am I to leveling on these memes? Oh, next bone's a prayer. What? Am I getting a prayer? Nope, I don't think I'm getting a prayer. Level 16, nope. No prayer for me. I could go strength, but let's be honest. It'll just be a waste. I mean, I guess I could do it, but what's it gonna do? I'm already wearing an amulet of strength, and I never hit a 2. So, switching to accuracy is probably a good choice here, or an amulet of attack. Something like that. Just getting more accuracy is probably the best way to go right here. So, because I'm not hitting any 2s ever, so I might as well just try to hit more frequently. But is Defense Pure still a legit PvP? Because I'm gonna be honest, it sounds kind of lame, because people can just run away. If you don't hit them with a special attack or anything, they can just run away. And once that happens, what are you gonna do? Not much. That's what. Well, I guess you could spec in a little bit into strength. I guess that's something you could do, but let's be honest, it's not meme. It's off meme. It's off brand. It's off curve, and the curvature of the Earth clearly proves that the Earth is indeed round. By round, I do not mean a circular disc, as some would say, but an orb, I think, is a good way to put it. I wouldn't say a sphere, because let's be honest, geometrically it just isn't. So, because it's got a lot of irregularities. If you ever looked at any landscape, you'll notice that right away. It's certainly not a sphere, but an orb is probably a way to put it, because the orb doesn't really have the geometrical baggage of necessitating perfection, and therefore orb, I think, is the superior term to sphere when discussing the shape of the Earth. So that's right, the Earth is not a sphere, it's an orb. Get used to it. And I'm pretty sure the comment section will be full of people disputing this point, and disputing all my other points, because let's be honest, I'm controversy king here on YouTube. That's why I don't have any subscribers, because I'm joking, that's exactly the opposite. If I were more controversial, maybe I would have more subscribers, but I'm not going to be intellectually dishonest just for the purpose of controversy. Come on, let's be honest. Or just intellectually dishonest for any purpose. Come on, let's be honest. Why am I talking like that? Why do I talk like that? Why do I say, come on, let's be honest, let's be clear? Is that really subconscious? Am I trying to, is this some subliminal message that I'm giving off? That honesty is very important, and truth is something that should be aspired to at a virtuous level? And the answer is yes, that is indeed a subliminal message that I'm sending out there. Tell the truth, kids, boys and girls, lads and lasses, ladies and gentlemen, just tell the truth. Just do it. It's better than telling a lie, that's for sure. It's a real accountability question. Oh snap! Walked sideways. But not actually a sidestep. It's more a turn and then a turn sideways, then walk forward. Oh snap! Plate, skirt, rainbow boots. Somebody is fashion dashing. Look at that. Look at that trimmed armor. Can I purchase trim for my armor? I would really appreciate it. Could you trim my armor, please? Please take all my 480 GP pocket change. I don't even know why I have that. I should really look on the live stream where I got that. That would tell me why I have 480 GP pocket change. Why? Don't know. Don't know. I don't know. Snap. Wrong Peter, lady. Well, what are you gonna do? Free armor flux? Free trim? Offer free trim on the GE. I can't trim armor. I can't do that. That's not something I can do. Therefore, I will not offer it, because... Come on, let's be honest. Let's just be honest. That's the answer to everything. Just be honest. I'm joking, it's not the answer to everything. Although it's never not part of the answer to everything, it certainly is not the absolute answer to every problem. Come on, let's be honest. It simply isn't. And here we go. Here we go. Oh, snap. Or maybe the Earth isn't an orb. Maybe it's a globe. But what if a globe... What is the distinction between a globe and a sphere? Holy cannoli. Those are some big questions, aren't they? But what I know is that the Earth is 100% not a sphere. Come on, geometrically? No way, Jose. You ever seen a mountain? Yeah, not a sphere. Point proven. The Earth is not a sphere. It's so clear now. The Earth also isn't a circle. It's so clear. I finally figured it out. The Earth is not a sphere. It's not flat, okay? I'm not saying flat Earth. It's still 3D. It's still pretty round. It's just not a sphere. That's all I have to say. And people will say, oh, yeah, you're nitpicking. But you know what? I am nitpicking. I'll pick all the nits, okay? You can take all your nits and pull them out and what? Chop them up into your food? Come on, guys. That's not healthy. Those things were on your body. You don't want to put stuff that's been on your body in your food. Let's be honest. That's not something that's pretty hygienic. You need to take it off of yourself, okay? Dispose of it somewhere. It's disposable waste. And then wash your body, okay? Because, let's be honest, you've had nits on you. You need to wash your body. And then, after you've done that, of course, then you can, in a very clean manner, prepare a meal that does not contain the nits because they're a waste product, and then eat. And once you've eaten, then there you go. Story is complete. No allegory. Just straight up advice. That's what I've got here. And I don't think stories have to be allegories. People are all, oh, I like to talk about history, so I can teach a lesson about this or that. Oh yeah, I like soapboxing in my history lessons so that I can teach everybody a lesson about how my values are right and everybody else is wrong. And you know what? There's a time and place for that. There is a time and place for that. And history can be a time and place for shilling your values. And I don't see anything wrong with doing that because, let's be honest, your values are important. But, oh snap, just leveled up. But, come on, let's finish the fight. But if that's your approach in saying that that's the only way you can do history, you can't do it impartially, I think there's something wrong with you. It's very easy to do history impartially. All you have to do is be partial to sources and not necessarily be partial to greater ideological movements. Okay. So what we have, still 13 years old. I play Runescape. I watch PewDiePie. I also play Fortnite, and I dab. Yeah, dab on the haters. I watch Jake Paul, and the Jake Paulers are the strongest army out there. Dab on those haters. Dab on LA. Dab on Obama. Dab on Trump. Dab on Hillary, just for good measure. Dab, 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 dab. I've never dabbed in real life. I'm gonna be honest. I've never dabbed. Ever. And I intend not to. And look at this guy. What is that character design? It's a lazy Bob character design. Lazy Tanoob show. Just straight up whatever came in the character creator, just first thing popped in, spit it out. I'm joking. Maybe some people like that. There's an appeal. Not gonna lie. Some people do that. Some people do actually do that. And look at that. I'm gaining those hit points. I'm gonna earn that 20th hit point. And when that happens, maybe finally, I will have it, I will have level 14. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to calc that. I need to skill calc it. Would my combat level be 14? And that's still not enough, because I need, I think, twice plus 1 up in order to be non-aggroed by default. And they're level 7, if I remember correctly. The wizards in Draenor. The only downside of killing these seagulls is that I, of course, don't get any feathers that I would if I were killing chickens instead. Although, because feathers, I need those for fishing. Not with a PH. Let's be clear here. I'm not involved in any of that weird stuff. No, just straight up following all the rules of RuneScape. All the rules. If I see someone touting a website, I report. Report. And oh snap! I think we're one off. There it is. And there we go. I think that's all I've got to do today anyway. All I feel up to doing anyway. I already recorded 2 videos today. I might make a 3rd one, don't know. Well, this is the 3rd one. So thank you all for watching, and I'll be seeing you all next time. And I will just over and out.